Good afternoon. Today we are going to walk through how guest orders work. So we'll cover how guest users browsing your site will check out on your website if you have that enabled. And then it will walk through on the operations side, review those guest orders, assign them to your cash sales account if you're using that in your ERP, and then finally release them to your ERP as well. So I'm on our demo site here and I am signed out so I am a guest user, as you can see here. And let's first walk through the checkout flow from the customer perspective. So what I'll do is I'll just browse around here and I'll find an item that I want to purchase. Let me add this one to my cart here. And now that this is the only item that I would like to purchase, so I'm going to go ahead and check out by clicking my cart. I'll review my order here, make sure the items look good, then I'll choose next, and I'll fill out my billing address and my shipping address. And my shipping address is the same as my billing, so I'm going to go ahead and check that box. And let's choose next. And I'm going to pick this item up in the store, so I'm going to go ahead and select pickup as my shipping method option. And my totals look good, so I'm going to go ahead and choose to pay via credit card. You may have different payment methods enabled here based on your system configuration. And all my information here looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and place my order. And I receive a thank you page here indicating that my order has been placed, and I will also receive a thank you email as well. Now let's see what that looks like on the operations side. So I'm going to hop over to the operations portal here for the demo site, and I've already signed in as an authenticated employee. And if we go to the orders section here and then choose orders, we'll see all of the orders in the system. Now, just as a general recap, this dashboard here contains orders that your customer placed on the website. It contains orders that your employees may have typed up here in the operations portal for your customers. And it also contains the orders that have synced into your Codeiros system from your ERP as well. So as we can see, our order that we just placed as a guest appears here. It's this 2320 order, and it's currently awaiting release into the ERP. In my current system configuration, I've chosen to hold all orders placed by customers on the website so that I can review them here first and then manually insert them to the ERP. You can also set up orders to automatically flow into your ERP as well. We've covered that in a previous video. With guest orders, there's a few different ways you can handle these. In this current configuration right now, as I mentioned, I'm holding guest orders especially. They come through and sit on this dashboard, and when we want to fulfill these orders, what we'll need to do is basically assign it to a customer account and then release it into the ERP manually, where we can then ship the order. So let's go into the details for this order. And as we can see, our billing and delivery information is all filled in and everything. I'll just check over the order, make sure it looks good before I push it into the ERP. I might check out the items on here. As you can see, it's priced to $31. I'm good with that. So now what we'll want to do before we release it into the ERP is assign it to a customer account. And usually you'll use a cash sale account set up in your ERP or another account that you might want to use. One note here is that customer account should be set up with the exact same pricing as the pricing that you're using on your website for guest pricing. So if we flip back over to the website here and go back to the ceilings category, as you can see, we're displaying public pricing for guest users here. In this particular system, we're using the list pricing. Maybe you're using something else like base pricing. Whatever you're using, you'll just want to make sure that your customer account in the ERP that you're going to use for guest orders is set up with the same pricing that you're going to be showing here on the website as well. Because what we're going to do is we're going to assign this order to that customer account and then push it into the ERP, and the ERP will often price the order to that customer account. So let's go ahead and assign this order to the customer account. The way you do that is you click this Assign to Company button here, and it will open a little pop-up here where you can choose the customer account that you want to assign this order to. I have a cash sales account that we use for guest orders, so I'm going to go ahead and select that one, and then I'm going to choose Assign. And as you can see here, this order is now assigned to this customer account, and everything should be set. We could take a quick look at it, make sure everything looks good, and then we are now ready to insert this order into the ERP. And as covered in the previous video, the way we do that is we click this Release to ERP button, and if it releases successfully, the icon is going to turn green, and we are going to have an ERP number attached to the order. Alright, so that briefly covers how you can monitor incoming guest orders, assign them to the right account, and release them to the ERP so that you can fulfill them. There are also different options you can use to automate the process of assigning these guest orders onto a cash account or whatever you're going to use, so that you don't have to manually assign them, and that way guest orders can just flow through onto this dashboard, get assigned to the right account automatically, and then released to the ERP automatically. It all depends on what you want to do and your workflows. So please keep an eye out for future videos covering this topic, or reach out to your Kadairos account manager as well. Thank you.